Hello comrades, the Honey Badger here. Today we're gonna try an impossible challenge. Basically it will be a custom game on a random map on realistic settings. We're gonna start with 0 population, everything set on hard mode. We're gonna start on 9060 and we're gonna lock cars according to year of production and end production. Also, we're gonna increase the amount of rivers to 5, so we can actually discover and play around with boats a bit. Apart from this, we're gonna go for the Siberian map. This one is one of the hardest maps that you can create. This is because the Siberian map reaches to minus 40 degrees. Basically, if you don't have a fully staffed heater for the entirety of the round, you're gonna have a very bad time. So, without further introductions, let's go and see what we get. While the game is loading, let's explain a bit the rules. At the beginning, I'm allowed to reload the previous save if fires randomly starts. From my point of view, since we're in an isolated place with no population, random files shouldn't be a thing. If something goes south and our population dies, I'll mark that in the chapters below and load the previous save. Of course, I'm going to fully explain why that happened and explain how to properly fix it. Also, I'm allowed to jump cut boring parts. And I'm allowed to trade with both Eastern and Western nations. And here we go. Let's pause the game and check out the map a bit. Let's see the cities. This looks quite promising. Actually, we have both corners, which are good to start. Let's go check out this corner firstly, because we have more flat land. This one is a medium. I don't like the idea that it's a medium. I would prefer a large custom house. Let's see if we're lucky on this side. Yes, this one is a large custom house. And do we have power here? Sadly not. How about here? No. No, so it seems like if we start on this side, the downside is that we're gonna need to pull power from the western side. At least for the beginning. Ooh, and another large custom house on the western side. Okay. This is looking quite good. At least for now. Let's see, for building space. Man, we don't have Soviet power at all over here. Okay, we can make this work though. The big problem is, where do we set our city? Basically, we have a huge mountain over here, which is kind of in the way. And this small pool isn't quite good for us. So maybe we can do the city around here and the industry on this side here. Yeah, might be a good approach. Let's see for distances. Let's measure distances. Okay, we have way more than 1 kilometer. So maybe instead we can place the industry here and the city here. And yeah, since at the beginning we're not going to have that much industry, it seems like a good spot. Also, we might be able to expand with a farm on this side later down the line. Yeah, that sounds good. Too bad we don't have geological research at the moment because oil is pretty valuable. Anyway, let's see how we are going to start. What I prefer at the beginning is to put an asphalt road down. This is mandatory for my point of view, especially on a Siberia map, because if we don't have asphalt roads, we're gonna have a very bad time during winter. And let's see how we're gonna cover them. Let's start firstly with the rail. We're gonna need to have roughly at least 150 meters. So let's say somewhere around here to build the rail. Basically, the distribution office for rail is around 150 meters length. Let's check it out just to make sure I'm correct. Yeah, 155. So 219 should be perfect. And let's place our initial rail for now. Here we go. And from here, we're gonna jump into double rail. Like this. Perfect. Let's confirm that. Cool. So now our road, we can place it somewhere around here. Let's see, on which side do we have more space to build stuff? On this side, so it would be better to go like this. Okay. Let's have the asphalt road going this way, wrapping around this lake here. And then going towards the city. Like this should be fine. Well, let's make it a bit more longer, as we're gonna need it. Perfect. And let's see, in terms of mud roads, we're gonna need one that goes parallel. And from here, can we connect it? No, it doesn't seem like it will allow me. But that shouldn't matter that much. Actually, it does. Let's do it like this. Let's split it into two. And let's prepare on this side our construction yards. Firstly, the gas station. Here we go. And now for the construction yards. We're just gonna go with 2 at the moment, because we're just needing the... actually, no, let's go with 3. Reasoning being that we just need the dumpers and 2 sets of things that will construct our asphalt road. Perfect. Let's also go with one of those pre-distribution offices. Basically, we're gonna use them to bring in fuel. And let's buy an oil tank firstly. Go. And load from here. And unload in the gas station. 40% is perfectly fine. Now, let's see what do we buy here. We're gonna need an open hull, basically to carry the machinery. A bulldozer. An excavator we don't need. A roller. and a paver. Perfect. Let's unpause the game and let's see over here. We're gonna do the same. Perfect. And here's some dumpers. I usually prefer going with the small dumpers from the beginning because I really don't like the speed that the 25-ton dumpers have. Yes, they might be efficient for our roads here, but once we get further and further away... Actually, no, let's do this. Let's buy 2 dumpers and 2 more dumpers like this. Perfect. Basically, this will allow us to construct everything that we need. The roads are already set. Let's cancel them and make our own setup. It's best to make a muscle memory where the buildings that you want to construct are assigned by yourself. This way you can avoid, for example, buses bringing workers to the roads. Good. And now we can assign a construction office mode. Let's say these. Let's rename them really fast. Perfect. And now we can assign stuff by ourselves. Here we go. Let's let everyone refuel and they're gonna soon start doing stuff. And let's continue a bit the mud road. So they will be able to work on parallel things. Do we still have? Yes, we do. Perfect. And now we just wait for the first phase to be finished. Okay, good. This is done. We can delete the road here. Perfect. And let's assign this road and this road to be done. Now that we have 3 vehicles. Already, as you can see, it's barely September and it already snowed a bit. So yeah, this will be a very interesting challenge. I'm having in mind how to properly set up the heating plant. And hopefully it works. If not, we're gonna be screwed. But one thing is certain, if this video goes live, then yes, indeed, it works. Let's see, is our full road done? No, almost done. We still have one more. And let's delete this road, because we no longer need dirt roads. And since we're so into deleting roads, let's place them on a shortcut. Here we go. Let's also hire a technical services office with plows. We're gonna need them or else we will have problems. Let's place it somewhere around here, should be fine. Let's see, are there any used vehicles that can plow? Snow plow. Yes, there is one. I guess we can buy it. And let's assign them here. And let's set the range way further so they can take care of everything. While that is building, let's measure more. Let's say that our city center should be around here. No, of city edge actually. How many meters do we have from here to here? We have 360, so we should start somewhere around there. This should be 400 theoretically. Let's check. 600. Let's move it to... yeah, 445 should be fine. So from here. Perfect. And we're gonna go 700 meters. 800 is for safety usually when placing a heating plant. However, I don't have the leisure of safety on a Siberia map. So I'll go directly with the 700 that is needed. And let's place a heating plant. We're gonna go directly with the big one, facing the city. Somewhere around here should be fine. Perfect. And let's have a bus station nearby. So citizens can walk in directly in the heating plant. Let's have an asphalt road connecting over here. And let's assign this asphalt road too. Just a little bit more. Already, as you can see, the temperature is pretty low. We're already minus 27. I saw minus 30. Yeah, here it is, minus 31. So it will be extremely interesting. Let's see, what will it take to reach this location also. Actually, I don't need to reach it. I was thinking to connect directly to the western side too, but we don't need it at the moment. Perfect. Now let's buy the other construction yards needed for developing our country. So on this one, I'll rename it into bus line. Perfect. And let's purchase 2 new buses. I don't need basically more than 2. Over here, it will be all open hoods. Over here, 2 road cranes. An open hood. And a tower crane, which we're gonna buy from here. And see which is the best. Currently, this one is the best at speed 57. So let's go with type C2. And for that, we're going to need a road depot. So we can move one of these in here and have them pick up the vehicle and drop it here and then come back. Let's start it. Let's deliver it with mechanisms. Good. Bus line, cranes, open holes. And since we have so many open holes, might as well bring over here only a closed hole. Let's see, do we have one that it's speedy? This one, but he barely carries resources. 0.63 is way too less. And these are limited to 62 kilometers, so might as well. Perfect. Now we need over here 2 excavators. And another open hole. Why didn't you bring this to here? You can't change the pot. Because of that. Okay, let's remove this first stop. It looks like there was a problem. And now it should be good. Here we go. And let's tell this guy to change his depot over here. Perfect. Now what else do we need? Let's buy 2 more road cranes over here. And another excavator here. Basically, this is one of the most efficient setups that I personally consider. Auto searching will be turned off on all of them after I set up this. Perfect. And I'm gonna keep it disabled because we're not going to reconstruct stuff at the beginning. Perfect. Now let's assign all of these to shortcut number 3. There we go. Cool. Over here, we're gonna need a gravel road. Going like this. And let's assign construction to it. And I kind of forgot my ruler. Let's check a bit. Okay, it was until here. So what I want to do is to have another gravel road starting in both directions for 300 meters. Basically, this will be my limit for the city. And I won't be building any further buildings that can end up being polluted on this side. Perfect. Let's also assign it to the construction yard. And now we need to wait again. And here we go. Cool. Let's find the center, which should be roughly 250, if I'm not mistaken. 225. Let's go with 250. Maybe we want to increase afterwards. And now we're gonna place a bus platform. Basically, there are 2 types of bus platforms. There's this one, which has a single entry point and a single exit point, both of them in different directions. To be honest, you're never going to have 800 people waiting on this bus platform. If you ever have 800 people waiting, then this is a problem that you're gonna need to solve. Therefore, usually I prefer going with a lower one that has bi-directional entries. And that would be this one with 500 workers. Perfect. And let's place it and connect it somewhere around here. It's very hard to see exactly because of the snow. A quick trick that you can do is this. And this will clean up the snow and allow you to see slightly better. It's disadvantages that it's also snowing, but hey. Okay, this seems pretty fine. Here we go. It's mandatory for this one to be an asphalt road because I really want to have lights to guide the traffic here. So let's assign this to roadworks. And now let's continue the building plan. Firstly, when it comes to building normally, usually I go with the buildings first and afterwards put in the heaters and stuff like that. Well, on Siberia, I can't afford this. So we're gonna start directly with a small heat exchanger from here and have it pointed in that direction. And I'm gonna leave just enough space so I can put a path between it. This should be fine. Yep. Perfect. And let's go with a mud footpath because I don't care that much about this one. And this will be our first construction. And around it, let's put our first amenities. Basically, we're gonna need a shopping center, which, to be honest, I prefer accessing from behind rather than having the busy bus lane be targeted. So let's go something like this. This should be fine. Then have a pub on the other side. Again, we're gonna access it via road somewhere as close as possible to the heater. Basically, this should be good. I'm leaving just enough space to crump the garbage later down the line and allow me to make a connected path. Good. Then we're gonna need a cinema in a range of 120 meters should be fine. Cool. If I'm not mistaken, yes, sadly, if we auto build, they're gonna go with asphalt. I don't want asphalt. Perfect. Let's also connect this one. The next thing we're gonna need is a sports hall. I'm going directly for the sports hall. I'm gonna fully ignore the football field as this one needs the temperature above 5 degrees. This will never happen. Well, it will, but it won't be that often. And we're gonna place it somewhere around here. And now we're gonna wait a bit. Why aren't they starting here? Because we completely forgot concrete. Yeah, that's a bad problem to have. Let's see what we can do to move these two tower cranes out of here, as we're gonna have cranes from the bus station. Move this excavator here. And now we can buy enough concrete. Oh, by the way, let's move this excavator here too. And have this one pick the crane. And go directly here. Perfect. This one, we're gonna set it up a bit later. Actually, no, we can do it now, but we're gonna need another free depot. Here we go, and let's make some switcheroos around. Perfect. And in here, let's buy the concrete mixers. Cool. And now they're fine to deliver. Let's see, the road here is also built. We can also tell them to build this and this. Here's a bug. If you use 2 speed, see, this guy has enough concrete, but he's still trying to deliver there. Perfect. One more thing I'd like to do is to put buses on a different thing. I think this was the bus line. So let's assign it here, and for free let's remove the bus line. Basically, as you saw, what happened was they have delivered the people here, but there were no resources. So basically that was wasted money. So I want to make sure that everything that is possible to be done without resources is done. Without people is done. And barely afterwards to call in the people. Interesting. Looks like we still have these 2 roads to build. I guess we're just gonna assign what we can at the moment. Let's assign people here. Here we go. We can also assign this one. Weird. We do have a connection point. Why isn't this one connected? Because it's mandatory to have a road connection on the shopping center. So let's do just that. And have a small gravel road going through here. Do we need it longer? Yeah, let's do it longer. Like this. Did they finish delivering stuff? No. But we can already send the buses. Here we go. This one is done, so we can send the buses. And this one is not done, so we can't send anything at the moment. And let's connect this one to the road. Yes, a mechanism is allowed, so we can do the connection. And here we go. In the meantime, let's do the gravel road on this side. Yeah. And have the road connected here. And now we can also deliver resources to this one. This one has enough that we can send the passes to it. Now we can make this one too. Now, apart from this, we are going to need a hospital. We're gonna go with a normal hospital over here. We are also going to connect it to the main road. Like this should be fine. And yes, I'm gonna need to have it as asphalt, as I want them to have traffic lights over here too. And let's see what else. We have everything for citizens. We're gonna need 2 universities. A technical university. Which we're gonna place it, I think here should be fine. Yep. And it goes very well over here. Let's do it like this. And let's assign to the workers. New vehicle, the track builder. So they have. Now we can have the buses going there. And over here they just need the roller. Perfect, they delivered the crane too, so this will go way faster. Let's increase the priority for these, as the roadworks at the moment seems to be busy delivering resources elsewhere. And this small heater should be able to cover all of these. And with that, that's how you build your first infrastructure. If you've enjoyed the journey until here, please do like, subscribe, and stay updated for the next episodes. Until next time, I'm the Honey Badger, and I'm out.